Amid the technological progress in urban development, how to remediate the rivers and safeguard the natural ecology to maintain the sustainability of water and environment is a matter of careful consideration. The areas of jurisdiction of the 3rd River Management Office, Water Resources Agency, the Ministry of Economic Affairs include the 3 water systems of Daan River, Dajia River, and Wu River. It has also handled a number of water conservancy projects, including river flood control, sea dikes, regional drainage, and other engineering projects. Besides servicing the river sector mentioned above, the 3rd River Management Office also monitors the water condition instantly and simultaneously establish an emergency response team according to the procedure whenever the Central Weather Bureau issues a sea or land typhoon warning or a heavy rain event to show the well-trained disaster prevention ability of the colleagues. Once the sea warning for typhoon is released, we'll monitor the water condition immediately. While monitoring the route of the typhoon, we'll first inform our open contracting manufacturers while on duty to prepare the flood control equipment, such as water pumps, concrete blocks, and sandbags. Generally, before the arrival of the typhoon, the 3rd River Management Office will inform us to prepare the pumps in advance. When the typhoon comes, it'll definitely alert us by phone call and we'll immediately start to set out. We must carefully choose the sites to hoist the water pumps, then install and test if the pumps are operating properly. Our sluice gates are normally opened, but in the event of heavy rain, when external water level is higher than the internal water level, we'll close the sluice gates to prevent river water infusion and immediately start the internal mobile pumps to pump the water out. After the water level has receded, we'll resume the sluice gates to their normal mode. The 3rd River Management Office has been seriously dredging the channels to improve the flood conveyance capacity to protect the safety of residents. In the flood control project, it always stands on the front line to safeguard the public at the central regions. In addition to water control, the 3rd River Management Office also has continued to handle a number of water environment projects at the central regions in recent years, creating a different waterfront capital for central Taiwan. Nangang River, located at the downstream of Ailan Bridge in Puli Township, Nantou County, has installed a relief picture with 2 bulls facing each other. The place was formerly facing the distant Wuniu Land, creating 2 terraces that resemble 2 bulls contradicting each other and later named as today's Niushangcu Dike. The earlier dike only considered on flood control demand, but the subsequent traffic congestion in urban development has developed into an increasingly serious problem of pedestrians and vehicles struggling in traffic. Because of this, the 3rd River Management Office laid a wooden trestle on the original dike that only meant for flood control and a walkway connecting the dike trail and Ailan Bridge sidewalk, providing the pedestrians a safer walking path. At the same time, it combined the local culture and pleasant greening to create a safe and unique recreation space. One of the keys to the success of the 3rd River Management Office in creating a water-rich capital for the central regions is upholding the concept of nature and humanities, engineering and integration. It has made full use of the surrounding water bamboo fields to irrigate the tailwater while constructing the Xiangsan Dike of Mei River, blending the elements of ecological recultivation and planting Taiwan's unique endangered plant Cusano River. It has also invited the Endemic Species Research Institute, Council of Agriculture, Executive Yuan, to assist in planting vines to enhance the erosion resistance ability at back slope. Following the completion of the project, it has guaranteed the safety of the public engaging in recreational activities behind the dike. Also, the construction method of Xingdakang Bridge in Hanxi that was used in drainage has also cleverly integrated with ecological and landscape design. It has successfully attracted the local public to actively adopt it and set up a volunteer team to create sustainable value for the water environment. 30 years ago, this used to be a large piece of farmland that would be entirely flooded whenever a typhoon struck. After taking the post of village chief, I fought with the senior official of the 3rd River Management Office and the legislators to build it like British's Cambridge to emphasize a simple style to allow the public to stroll around. No matter how good the hardware construction is and no matter how well it's done, it is nothing without maintenance. At that time, I asked the villagers to participate voluntarily in the maintenance service. Of course, our volunteers are self-motivated and unpaid, and sometimes they come for gardening work in the afternoon. Some may even take leave to do it as an obligation. The hard work of the volunteers has injected endless vitality into the land to improve the river and maintain the ecology. This is always the goal of the Third River Management Office. After multiple visits to meet with the local elders, opinion leaders, and local groups of Wu River of Pingning, the Third River Management Office has built the #1 dike that focuses on water and greenery design. The originally collapsed earth and rock on the high beach in front of the existing dike has been restored with a more stable slope and river channel remediated to guide towards the center of the channel naturally. Not only has the construction of many projects allowed the public to embrace nature closely, but the Third River Management Office has not forgotten to give this tribute back to the land that we stepped on. Regarding the Fanziliao Dike at Gaomei Wetland of Qingshui District, to avoid the land crabs from being killed while walking on the roadsides, the local authorities held the ecological assessment of biological environment remediation issue and conducted multiple investigations and observations on the habits of the land crabs. It constructed a green corridor most appropriate for the land crabs to climb according to their reproduction habits of returning to the sea. To reduce the number of crabs killed on roads, the first solution is to enforce traffic control at a specific time. The second solution is that we need to improve these roads, with particularly lots of crabs and land crabs, by changing the dike construction back into what we call three-sided concrete dike. It can prevent the crabs and ants from aggregating, and without the aggregation of ants, the crabs will not be attacked. The third solution is to build the dike pavement with a steeper slope to prevent the crabs from climbing on it. Regarding the future plan, I think it's necessary to understand the characteristics of the species before we can do more specific measures. To fulfill the purpose of taking from nature and returning to the earth, the Third River Management Office has cooperated with scholars on many occasions and always built this water environment from the perspective of nature conservation. In the future, the Third River Management Office will continue to create a safe and livable city of water and greenery. Not only can we enhance protection, resistance, and restoration of our water environment, but also demonstrate its endless vitality.